All right, let's jump right into this explainer. If you're a parent staring down the barrel of the ICSE Class 2 math syllabus, you're probably wondering how on earth to translate those abstract textbook concepts into something your kid actually gets, and better yet, actually enjoys. Well, consider this your practical toolkit. We're going to demystify the syllabus and show you how to find math literally everywhere you look around your home.
Here's our roadmap for breaking down this syllabus. We'll be covering exploring the math syllabus, 3-digit everyday examples, math in household chores, mastering Indian currency, daily math practice games, and finally, boosting your child's confidence.
So, the big question right out of the gate is, how do we actually turn a rigid syllabus into everyday fun? It's a crucial question, right? Because as your child's absolute most important teacher, your home is secretly the perfect classroom for real-life math applications. You don't need a chalkboard, you definitely don't need an expensive tutor, you just need your normal daily routine.
Section 1. Exploring the math syllabus.
Understanding the landscape of the ICSE curriculum is basically step 1 to conquering it. The syllabus is heavily focused on building foundational skills across 4 core pillars: arithmetic, geometry, measurement, and logic. And crucially, it introduces basic multiplication and division. Now, it's designed this way to set the stage for, well, absolutely everything else they'll learn in math. If we lock down these basics now, we're building a rock-solid foundation for their whole academic journey.
Moving on to Section 2, 3-digit everyday examples.
We can take that syllabus requirement of learning 3-digit numbers completely out of the textbook and drop it right into the real world. Just think about the number 365. Whether you're pointing out the 365 days in a year on your kitchen calendar, or maybe having your child read the weight on a 150-gram cereal box at breakfast, these numbers are everywhere. Giving kids that tangible, real-world context absolutely prevents math from feeling like some invisible, imaginary thing.
This perfectly illustrates the difference between passive and active learning. I mean, a standard textbook example has a kid solving 200 plus 45 on a piece of paper. Kind of boring, right? But an active, everyday example? That's having them read a 3-digit house number while you're out on a neighborhood walk. Spotting house numbers or looking at toy price tags creates a wildly more engaging lesson than just grinding through an equation at a desk.
Section 3. Math and household chores.
The real secret sauce here is tying math directly to the household chores you already have to do anyway. For example, let's build a basic division scenario right in your kitchen while you're unpacking the groceries. Step 1. Have your child count out 12 apples as you unpack. Step 2. Grab 3 empty fruit baskets. And Step 3. Just have your kid divide the apples equally among those baskets. Suddenly, 12 divided by 3 isn't some scary test question. It's literally just a helpful way to organize your kitchen counter.
And hey, it doesn't stop in the kitchen. Sorting the laundry into pairs of socks, that is a textbook perfect introduction to basic multiplication. You can do the exact same thing we just did with division, just by pairing up those socks while folding. Just ask them, hey, if we have 4 pairs of socks and there are 2 socks in each pair, how many socks is that in total? It's that easy.
Section 4. Mastering Indian currency.
When it comes to practical applications, mastering Indian currency is a massive part of this syllabus. This is where math becomes entirely about daily survival. You can set up a super simple activity at home with a starting amount, an item cost, and a remaining balance. Use actual physical coins and notes to practice these calculations. Have your child physically add and subtract those amounts in rupees and paise. That physical tactile feedback of holding real money, it cements these operations in their brain way better than a flat drawing of a coin on a worksheet.
Which brings us to making simple change. Calculating the difference between the rupees and paise given to a shopkeeper and the actual cost of the item. Practicing this turns your very next trip to the market into a live-action math test. Have your kid hand the money over to the vendor and calculate what the change should be before the shopkeeper even hands it back. I promise you, it is incredibly empowering for them.
Section 5. Daily math practice games.
To keep all these concepts fresh, you gotta replace those drill and kill worksheets with simple, everyday practice games. Repetition is vital, sure, but you really don't want to kill their enthusiasm. Ask your child to find 3 geometric shapes in the living room. Maybe it's a rectangular TV or a circular rug. Or measure baking ingredients with spoons to wrap their heads around volume and fractions. You could create a quick logic puzzle with colored blocks. Or set up a shopping game with fake Indian currency right in their playroom. By turning geometry, measurement, and logic into quick, playful games, you reinforce the entire syllabus without it ever feeling like homework.
Section 6. Boosting your child's confidence. Look, frustration is just a completely natural part of learning math. It is hard work building those neural pathways. Just remember this.
Mistakes are literally just the logical steps we take to find the right answer. So use micro-encouragements during your daily routines. Remind them that getting the wrong change at your pretend store, or maybe miscounting the apples for the kitchen baskets, is just a helpful clue on the path to getting it right. It's not a failure, it's data. Try to celebrate the effort and the process just as much as you celebrate the correct calculation. So, I want to leave you with one final provocative question. What household chore are you going to transform into a math lesson today? With arithmetic, geometry, measurement, and Indian currency absolutely everywhere around us, it is time to turn your everyday routines into empowering learning moments. The world is your classroom. Take these strategies, apply them to your daily life, and watch your child's mathematical confidence absolutely soar.